Здорово, Гельбехер, с вами лузерское прохождение. Мы с вами продолжаем проходить Deponia Doomsday. И это у нас идет перезапись. Да, это перезапись у нас идет, потому что я опять лоханулся, блядь. Как всегда, короче. Так, нам нужно... Первонаперво Руфус заебал. Нам нужно поменять журнал на журнал этого мусорного рыцаря. Да ты шо? А еще и немного глуховат. Да заебись. Даром досталось, считайте. Так, и давайте с вами пока еще поболтаем с мусорными рыцарями заодно. Мы этого вроде не делали в предыдущей серии. Да, вам. Кто вы? Легионеры? Бэкбайтейлой? Так и шо? Где люди заблудшие души шоу? И все? В смысле? Ну да, они на войне там были что-то. Прикиньте, в Депонии война есть. Я охуел. В Депонии, блядь, есть война. Да, бывшие жены такой себе, конечно. Не сказал бы. На войне все становятся сучками теми еще. Не знаю, правда это или нет. Ну, наверное, да. Особенно грязно и сматывающе. Куда дальше идти? Куда? Чем вы тут занимаетесь, господа? Да я вижу, что вы зависаете. Что именно делаете? Все? Не думаю, что он вас вдохновит. Только посмотрите, во что он одет. У него бедро голое, фу. Я даже могу представить, какого у него там... Хотя... Я не думаю, что у него пузо есть. Хотя, может, есть пузо. Просто, блядь, я могу в воображении дорисовать гениталии. Не особо, да?
And of course, the advert for Dr. Val's deep freeze crunchitos. All right. We certainly believe
я тоже твердо верю в альтернативу. Не, да почему? Я верю в альтернативу эту. Где Руфус был бы жив. Про работу я пока не спрашиваю, потому что я не буду ее брать, пока вот этот вот пророк не закончит последнюю заповедь. Так, журнал есть, это есть, все есть. Нам нужно с вами взять камеру. Да, я сразу решил все здесь повесить. Потому что по отдельности делать фотографии, подходить, ну это бессмысленно. Так, мы сначала надаем ретро-журнал, вроде бы. Да, сначала ретро. Это пиздец какой отсталый чувак. Я тебе сейчас дам такую охуенную шляпу, просто обосрешься. На. Это супер экстравагантная ретро шляпа. Да, на, мне не жалко. Рад, что тебе нравится. Так, теперь даем ему свежий журнал.
Look, the more room for forehead wrinkles look is totally in. Oh, what luck! This monstrosity was starting to give me a headache.
Ну, я не думаю, что такого мигрень начнется. Мигрень вроде от другого начинается. И нам нужно с ним поговорить еще. Смотрите, сейчас он пойдет под грибочком. Почему бы и нет?
I need a romantic picture of my girlfriend, so I can borrow a boat.
Haven't you got one in your wallet?
Unfortunately not.
Then you'll have to take one. There's a camera over there. This advice was
for it.
What the fuck? Ну ладно, давайте сначала сфоткаемся. Надо руку забрать. Ну давайте пока руку заберем. Я что-то забыл, что нам нужно сфотографироваться для провидца. Так, фоткаем. Заебись, забираем руку, ставим ее обратно. Потому что нам, в принципе, пока фото больше не нужно. Опа. На тебе фото, провидец.
Look, show me.
На.
What? What's wrong? Is that your girlfriend?
Да,
I
это
hope
моя
you're not
девушка,
planning
что
for heavenly
такого?
children. Look, just read the future, okay? All right. I think I'm beginning to see
И
something.
два.
What's that? A feedback loop. Quick, take it away. Take it away. Take it away. Take it away. Take it away.
Все? А вот.
Hello? Is this still part of the prediction?
Да.
How creepy.
Так. Теперь мы... Блять, фотик. Мы его сфоткать должны и отдать фото провидцу. Давай. Другому провидцу.
Smile. And now very
Это эти два
mysterious.
провидца.
I want to feel the vision.
Руфус, давай быстрее, меня раздражает этот звук. Ой, бля, все нащелкало, почему только одна фотка?
So, I think I got everything I wanted to see. It was a pleasure working with you.
Мне тоже было приятно с тобой поработать. Нет. Так, фотик возвращаем. И идем туда. Ну да, провидец. А провидцу хули. Отдаем фото нашему голожопому провидцу. О, там Макхроникл, кстати, висит, заметил.
Doesn't work. Huh? Have we met? I thought so. Well, I would know if we had. I can
Да
even
потом
remember
узнаешь,
things that
ну
haven't
чё.
happened
Then maybe it does work.
yet. What works?
The prophesying. I foresee things.
Well, welcome to the club.
And I speak with our Maker.
По фото. Ходишь по
Don't
фото.
worry. At the moment, I don't do either. Chiseller's block. I'm stuck on the 4 3/4 commandment.
Да я знаю, я в
4
курсе.
and 3/4?
Yes. The third one ended up being quite long.
So what?
Well, there's space on this. And then there are...
And still, you're talking.
Подождите.
Originally, it was just going to be... But I've got the...
A blessing. You ran.
А, я забыл с ним поговорить, ребят, простите. Я это пропущу, с вашего
How?
позволения.
How?
Я совершенно забыл.
Need an.
Так, а краски мы сейчас можем
Do you
будет
need a
подать?
paint box?
Maybe later. First, I've got to find a way out of my creative crisis.
Так, вот теперь можно... Да подожди ты, блядь, Руфус. Можно теперь отдать
So you need a
фото.
vision. Well, here's one you can have.
Aha! I can't make out anything.
Yeah.
Лол.
Yeah, I know it's blurred. See, that's the temporal jet lag. The last time I slept is in 10 hours.
Руфус, сука,
издевай, Marvelous. Being explicit only makes you vulnerable. It looks like a tunnel out of one and the same picture. You can't make out where it stops or where it begins.
Да сейчас ты
That has
увидишь,
something to do with a
успокойся.
feedback loop.
Yeah, perfection. I think I now know what the
Perfecto.
final commandment should be. Now, I just need a way to carve it in stone without violating the never carve anything in stone clause. Here, take my chisel. I have no need for it anymore.
Так, теперь отдаем ему краски, наконец-таки. И он нам должен сделать гениальнейшую заповедь, в кавычках.
Now, I can finally complete the last commandment.
Ну,
Hey, boys, something's going on up there.
что это за язык?
Hey, has he chiseled his beard to something again?
No, it's a new commandment.
Давайте скажите мне, что она
What
означает.
does it say?
The last thing I will tell you, son, the show must certainly go on.
Wow. And that's what we've been waiting for all this time?
I'm
Да.
so disappointed.
Да,
You
прям-таки
also have a sudden
разочарованы, не
desire to go back
пиздите.
to Heldiga to massacre religious zealots?
We should definitely reconsider reconsidering our lives.
Масло масляное.
Exactly. The show must certainly go on.
You said it.
Here, here.
Так, а теперь мы должны предложить уже работенку бедный Макроникл. Сейчас мы его вытащим.
Hey there.
Нам нужно с вами кольцо достать
Us?
при помощи них. Вам
You need
работенка
a job?
нужна?
I can think of one.
Let's hear it.
We've been gathering dust for long enough.
To be honest, I don't
Пошли.
really know if it's up your alley. It's about to
Ломайтесь,
search for a
тёлки.
ring.
Go on.
A beast has
Поняла.
stolen it and fled with it into the depths of a labyrinth.
Well, we have certainly accepted worse quests.
Certainly better than that promo job for baby food at Wrigley's.
What are we waiting
Детское
for?
питание в медицинском мире.
The
Чё?
time has come, my faithful companions. Too long have we allowed the powers of darkness to spread death
Это ты про
and terror.
Бобрата?
Are you ready to raise your swords for the final, all-important battle?
Is that thing over there supposed to be the labyrinth?
I'll interpret that as an enthusiastic charge!
Ну да, пошли, да.
Are you ready for the battle to end all battles?
Да
For the
пошли
fight of
уже.
all fights? For the cream of all
Сраный
creams?
Руфус.
For the punch of all Judies?
Hey, we haven't spoken about our reward yet.
For glory and honor!
Какой чести и славы мне тут интересно.
Or slotty.
Халвы,
We'll have the
халвы,
chance.
именно халвы. Это типа проход закрылся. Идем, поворачиваемся. дан 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 Усюха. Руфусом, надо Руфусом. Бля, если Руфус у нас сейчас сдохнет, это будет пипец. Просто тупо давайте стеклышком его бить. Главное, чтобы мой Руфус его убил. О, все, мы это сделали. А я просто тогда подольше его убила, просто всеми предметами подряд его хуярил. О, да, неужели колечко? Так, мы сразу кольцо с вами на палец нанизываем. Мы идем
The
к
ring in his
Макронику.
hand. He remembered the brave comrades who had fallen.
В смысле,
in battle.
они что,
Ugly
сдохли?
guy, the other guy, and... Did I forget anyone?
Не, все нормально, их двое был. Да, их был двое рук. Можешь спать спокойно. Так, нанизываем палец. Господи, этот священник мне... Ой, провидец. Мне бесит.
Oh, Rufus, wherever did you get this precious trinket?
Садку.
I picked it up on Elysium. You charmer.
Господи, божественно просто. Так, поднимаемся к Макрониклу, долбим его молотком и стамеской,
move.
и он у нас
Wait,
падает в благодарностях.
Don't
Под
move
ноги.
also applies to your drool dispenser.
I protest!
Ow, don't be such a baby. It's like tearing off a band-aid. Just with a hammer and chisel, that's all.
Только с молотком и стамеской.
If you miss the water, don't forget.
А хули ты орешь, когда он уже упал?
Ooh, why don't people ever listen to
Интересно, да, почему? Давайте-ка подумаем, почему же Руфус не дослушал до конца. Да. Может, потому что он его сначала ёбнул, а потом сказал предупреждение? Я надеюсь, ты не обижаешься, дружище.
Oh, look, Monsieur has finally decided to show up.
Well, who would have thought it, after you almost managed to kill me?
Ah, there was never the slightest danger. You were hanging over the river.
Directly above the site where beavers had constructed a dam out of rusty nails.
That still counts as river.
I think I need a doctor.
Well, life
Нет, тебе не
isn't a
надо, короче,
bargain
там
bin.
всё хорошо.
For example, I needed a reliable assistant. And now look in the mirror.
Так, базарим с
What's your
ним.
plan?
Corner Rustica is only a few hours upriver. If we can prevent your departure, nobody can turn back time in Kuvak this evening.
Could get very tight.
Ничего не могу поделать со звуком, если что. Потому что сколько бы я ни убавлял, голос все равно тише почему-то.
All we need is a romantic
Ну, для
photo
меня,
of
по крайней
you and
мере.
me.
And where is she? And
Ну, а вот, шар.
The cast is up to the director, okay? You operate the camera.
right?
Настоящая Гоу решила кинуть нас. Да, да, поехали, у нас все
Okay,
есть.
let's do this. Just press the shutter button.
Camera ready.
Cheese.
Это божественное лицо. А, ну можете все испортить прямо.
Managed to persuade Pimpy.
Goal, this might look strange, but
Is that supposed to be me?
Нет, тебе кажется.
Perverted
А почему
games
сразу
today.
извращенец? Я ж тебя не голый фоткал тут.
it's part of my plan to.
I don't want to know. Just the boat is
Да
ready.
хули ты
Hurry up.
пиздишь, женщина?
Women, eh?
Just
Да.
shut up, Big Mac.
Биг Мак. Блять. Что-то я не помню, чтобы он его Биг Маком называл.
Love is just like the sea, baby, just as deep and as wide.
Я даже боюсь представить все-таки, какое у нее там лицо, если у нее губа нижняя такая огромная.
Sharks creek and venomous ease,
А песня просто шикарная, в отличие от Хузы.
terrors completely unknown.
Кстати, вы заметили, что в этой части Хузы почти и нету?
King
Кроме начала. Вот насчет конца я не помню, есть тут Хуза или нет.
oh pimpy,
Во всех трех частях меня она просто бесила. А тут я вообще про существование забыл.
let you drown.
Оценили про тупых подружек, да? Я тоже сначала оценила, это очень смешно было. Так. И здесь был немного
Come on,
момент, где у
don't
меня мышка
dawdle.
начала лагать.
Get it? We're too late. Look, the sun has almost set.
My other me left here hours ago.
Oh
Да
yeah?
чё вдруг-то
And
мы
then why am I
опоздали?
in such
Шо?
a hurry?
Because you are a complete idiot.
Да я знаю, что я идиот. Ну что ты? Нормально же общались.
How long do we have until the time reset?
Сейчас
Let's
батя
see.
выйдет.
The sun has just set on Elysium. Root of Deponia's radius plus the height of Elysium's orbit. I estimate about 2 hours after sundown.
Damn, I almost wish we were back in the time machine.
Well, actually, my lab has everything I would need in order to.
Junior? You've
Junior.
got some nerve. Into my office immediately. Step on it.
Quiet at the kiddie table. The adults are
За
talking.
детским столом.
Rufus! That's the Dean.
The dean is a dwarf?
My name is Dean Angus McChronicle Sr.
Senior? Ha! Vice senior's probably more like it, if that. McChronicle would certainly have told me if he had a son.
But I don't. May I introduce to you my father?
Да, да.
Yes, of course. And I'm the new guest lecturer.
Then why are you still around? What are you waiting for? To the lecture hall.
No, not so quick.
Да
I think there's
ладно,
something we need to discuss in peace and quiet.
Долбоёб. Здорово,
Hello,
шалопай.
class.
Гол вообще...
Hello. So, do you have any
Гол на
questions?
нас,
I
короче,
certainly do.
обиделась
What
еще на
molar mass does a
полный.
chronoparticle have?
Anyone else?
How do 4D glasses work?
Okay. 4D, certainly. 3D and 2D have certainly become household names.
How can
4D.
deterministic and non-deterministic
Ну а
theories
как
of
ты
time
четырехмерное
be made
измерение
compatible?
создашь?
Not with a hasty reply, that's for sure.
Да, 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 да.
Where is McChronicle?
Наказан.
Yeah, McChronicle.
Moo.
Махомима. Да, Гол,
Macronipants
рот
isn't here,
заткнись,
and
иди
I have to go
смирно.
as well. Occupy yourselves for the
Сиди
meantime.
такая в шляпе из
All
фольги.
these theoretical questions won't help you in the real world anyway. Haldica wasn't discovered from a desk either. Even your beloved McChronicle knew that and worked on a real time machine. You wouldn't happen to know where I can find it. Is this it?
Oh, that is just a tachyon compressor. It creates an anomaly that simulates interim time.
So, it's a simulator. Where can I find the actual device?
If McChronicle was working on something, then it would definitely be in his shed. But no one is allowed in there. The dean locked it and
Да
pocketed
ничего
the key.
страшного,
And
разберемся.
that brings us to today's first lesson. The lock has never been built whose secrets Professor Rufus couldn't uncover. Write that down. It might be on the exam.
Окей, берем переноску, ведро, открываем клетку с утконосом, снова берем переноску
Come on.
и сажаем.
Get in there,
Почему-то
you.
этот утконос очень напоминает мне Руфуса.
Oh, quit your whining. Your old cage didn't smell any better.
Но не знаю, насчет маняло, не маняло.
So, pay close attention.
Бедный утконос, мне его жалко.
Will that be in the exam?
Да. Да
Take it
голый
easy
иди в
now.
жопу.
Nothing can happen until I press here, right? Aha! And what is that?
That's a temporal anomaly. A new layer in space-time that possesses all the known characteristics of interim time.
I see. Like a balloon, slowly being filled.
Руфус-младший крутит
Not like a balloon in any way at all.
Why not? I like balloons.
Ой. А туда я... Могу
Remember,
швырять?
observe
Да,
the
могу.
anomaly, take notes, and give me a good evaluation
А, я
at
зонтик забыл, забыл, пусть.
ratemyprof.org.
Уясним. Доска объявлений.
Huh. Photos of baby wombats. Deponia 4 walkthrough for sale. Hey, that looks interesting.
Да,
You
это
wanna
очень
share my
интересно.
lunch
Можно
with
мне?
me? Love to. I'm hungry. Now all I have to do is find this romantic ninja.
Знаешь, какой романтик ninja? Джем? Я не знаю, зачем туда
Does
идет.
one of you by any chance go by the name of Romantic Ninja?
Mr. Rufus, please don't.
You're a romantic
Справился
ninja.
я романтик.
How embarrassing.
Did you know that he's a romantic ninja? That according to this note, he bears the black belt in the arts of love.
Черный пояс по любовному искусству, если понимаете. А чё?
Didn't know that. That must be because he merges with the shadows of loneliness. Or so it is written by him. Luckily, I found this note because if you are threatened on the battlefield of love, which apparently applies to me,
Блядь, ору.
Threatened. My katana is ripped your heart to shreds.
he offers the following. Do you want to share my lunch with me?
Да, хочу.
You can have it. I've lost my appetite.
Благодарствую.
Thank you, romantic
Благодарствую.
ninja. Your courage and generosity will not be forgotten.
Так, забираем зонтик сразу с вами. Так, нам этот бутер нужно засунуть в аномалию, чтобы показать, что этот бутер стухнет. Да, вроде
What
так.
would happen if I were to hold this lunch in
Такой,
there?
о, я.
Time passes much quicker in the anomaly than outside. So, the sandwich will get old.
Да ты шо, держи петулю.
Well, anyone could have foreseen that. Now it's
Даже
only
я
good for
догадался.
duck soup, and I have to cut my fingernails again.
То, что тебе ногти стричь надо, мне не особо интересно.
Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can...
Да. А это на гол похоже.
Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case
Маленький
you can
гол и Руфус носики. Так, теперь спускаемся вниз. Нам можно показать этому Руфусу гол. И тогда начнется черный пояс по любовному искусству.
Let's see if this can motivate him.
Он уже выдохся, бедный. Кек. Сила, не покидай меня.
What's going on?
Me.
Хорошо, ну давай.
Stereo monocle?
My name's Norbert, Professor.
Nerdbird. I can remember that. And your answer is?
The inflow of energy caused the expansion of the anomaly to increase. It is now inside simulated interim time.
And then all of a sudden, time just flies by. Mama.
She said only inside the bubble.
Correct answer, but points off for interrupting. Underbite Valkyrie.
Минус 20 очков с Гриффиндора.
Their parents were jokers, were they?
No, Scraplanders. She's an exchange student.
And I'm Daniel Glandular.
And am I supposed to remember that now, or what? Yippee! School's out!
Don't you want to turn the anomaly off first?
Не хочу.
Lesson 2, never want to do something that somebody else can do.
Ладно, выключу.
Enough is enough. And, now?
It won't stop thrashing about.
I can see that.
А,
And what was that?
It's coming from your coat.
The other platypus is crying.
All right.
ну блин. Сраный нос. Ну на тебе зонтик в жопу. А, ну зонтик в жопу, да, он поможет сразу.
Oh, just when it was getting exciting.
Почему нет? Зонтик в жопу.
Everything comes to an end. Get used to it.
Так. Со студентами я особо разговаривать не хочу. Давайте с Гоу побеседуем.
And are you coming along?
Well, I can't see the sense in that.
Was that a yes or a no?
Ну ладно. Ну ладно, давайте с студентами побазарим.
Where can I find McChronicle's time machine?
If McChronicle was working on something, then
Ну,
it would
сарай это
definitely
мы
be in his
знаем
shed.
с вами
But no one
уже.
is allowed in there. The dean locked it and pocketed the key.
Да ничего страшного, разберемся сейчас. Так. Траву нам с вами надо будет взять.
The plant smells like Lonzo's back room whenever that thrash metal band comes to visit.
Ха! Все мы знаем, что это тогда за трава. Естественно. Да, здесь все такие же баги, блядь.
And
Не знаю почему.
were you able to stem the damage that my son has wreaked upon those poor students?
Stem? I
Мне кажется,
eradicated
мы
it.
следующую локацию перейти не сможем, потому что у меня проблемы с гол
Those stupid
возникли.
ideas about time travel, of course. Junior claims, in all seriousness, to be able to create time anomalies.
Или только
Says
может
he's built a
переустановить
machine
игру,
in
но
his shed
я
that
не
can travel
знаю.
back and forth through time. And then he holds lectures on the subject behind my back.
Да ну и что,
Thankless
пускай.
Firebrand.
Firebrand? He always seemed to me to be so careful, downright boring.
Да чему?
I wish. Imagine it. My son, of all people. A dreamer.
Да нормально,
a
вот что ты
fantasist.
начинаешь.
Yes, an anarchist.
Сам ты анархист
Honestly?
сраный.
Huh.
Ебучий
Birds don't need
анархист.
warning signs. They're free! Free!
Уи, уи. А!
And if they want to fly into stained glass windows, they have the right to do so.
Так, берем стекло. Нам потом понадобится. Сейчас будем барыжить травку с вами.
It is so
Учитесь
uptight.
делать это дома.
You can't pull the wool over a Rufus's eyes.
Берем травку, засовываем в трубку, даем декану. И декан чуть будет на расслабоне. Держи.
My old pipe. That's just what I need right now.
Ну ты там покури пока.
Oh, strong stuff.
Да,
this
прямиком
tobacco.
из забора, верно
Yeah.
подметил.
It reminds me of my college days. We were so crazy back then.
Охуеть, какие вы буйные были, да?
So, Lala Cuckoo.
Ну.
Wasn't very good for us. We experimented with everything. With plants, with time,
Да ладно, а какого хрена ты Макронику не позволяешь?
and with women, of course.
I don't really want to
Вот
hear that.
солидарен
Mrs.
с Руфусом.
McGonagall was one hot chick.
Too much information.
I was even more crazy than he is today. My mother didn't like it at all. She never wanted me to go to university.
А какого черта ты так с своим сыном поступаешь, говно сраное?
Business, the garage. Rocco McChronicle. He said playing with time would only end in tears. What my butt for my girlfriend. I was already 25. Oh.
Даже боюсь представить, сколько ему лет. Можно ключик?
I don't know. If you may, I may, right?
Sure.
Yippee!
Ой, бля, я даже разговаривать с таким не хочу. Извините, но я не хочу.
Your father is distracted. We can go.
Go
Пошли.
without me. He's right. I need to think about my
Да
errors.
ты долбоёб или
No,
ты
he isn't. There
долбоёб?
are temporal anomalies.
I know. We created them, and as a result, ruined everything.
Да ну и
What, and
что?
your plan is to give up now? When everything is at its worst?
Don't you understand? It's always at its worst. This here is no loop. It's a downward spiral.
Угу. Ну пошли открывать. Ой, блядь, это так сложно взять и открыть этим сраным ключом сраную лабораторию, я вот не пойму. Я очень надеюсь, что мы с вами перейдем на другую локацию в этой серии, потому что не хочу с багами здесь разбираться.
Oh boy, this looks just a touch more complicated to me. Something tells me that for once, I'm actually going to require a little assistance.
Так, мы берем с вами ведро и бронзовый кран. Нам пока здесь, в принципе, ловить не особо
Yeah, this is nothing
есть.
but waste oil.
Ну, нечего
Somehow I
точнее.
expected liquid bronze.
Я бы не сказала, что это прям жидкая бронза. Так, в аудиторию.
Ah, you're still here.
Of course, Mr. Rufus. After all, we are on the cusp of an
Какого
epochal
эпохального
discovery.
открытия?
And anyway, there are junk ball jocks waiting outside the lecture hall again.
They'll have to wait. We are going on an excursion. Pack your things. We're off to the neighboring building. Thanks, Hildebrain. Somewhat misplaced, but you still get a star.
Хоть кто-то заслужил.
Impressive, isn't it?
Да, конечно.
What is it?
Me.
Ну, говори.
Ah, Nerdberg?
Oh, an impulse-induced tachyon field generator?
Popularly known as a... Anyone? Perhaps Chubby over there.
Лука, он же ниндзя романтик.
Portal machine?
Time portal machine, precisely. Because it creates a time portal. But where? Sure, of course, the interim time. The
А, ну,
turquoise
я
tunnel,
понял.
as we experts also call it. And now, for the master question. How to turn that thing on.
Turn it on? But,
All right, people, I want discussion.
That thing at the front.
Может, не надо дискуссию, а?
What, the milk bottle with the bicycle pump?
you need a substance that emits tachyons.
Ugh, by the smell, I'd say it used to contain fetid cheese.
And you have to adjust the nozzles so they concentrate on the thinnest place in space-time. You can detect a so-called potential portal with 4D glasses.
4D glasses, fetid cheese. Anything else?
You're not intending to open a portal into interim time, are you?
Ну, допустим.
And why not?
McChronicle says it's too dangerous.
Да похуй, что он говорит, все нормально будет.
Space-time.
Oh, hogwash.
Я просто думаю
The
над
proof
тем,
of the
как
pudding is in the eating.
избежать
You
бага
can't
с
win if
полом.
you don't buy a ticket.
Will that be in the exam?
Я не знаю, я все делала так, как было написано. Не знаю, если честно, как избежать, если что, я ищу. Ладно, давайте еще побазарим, не
So,
знаю.
children, time to review the material. What do you need to open a temporal or time portal.
Да, для чего надо?
Some 4D glasses to detect thin places in space-time. They are
In
made of
space-time.
colored glass and sunglasses frames.
Exactly, Hildy. Something that emits tachyons.
Full marks. I'm proud of you.
You can stop this whole Professor ruse now. We're the smart kids, remember?
Of course you are. After all,
Да все мы знаем,
you
что
learned
Руфус
from
не
the best.
профессор. Ты шо?
Professor Rufus. Ta-da!
Ладно, пошли. Не знаю, все равно все то же самое написано. Ну, хуй знает. Так, выливаем.
Away with the stuff.
Нам нужно просто, чтобы кое-что свалилось. Сейчас вы увидите. Следите за козой. Я даже просто не... Ну, ладно, давайте с ирландским сенсеем поговорим, ладно.
What does it look like?
Oh, of course.
На
You
избиение
couldn't know.
козы.
Oh, of course you couldn't know. It looks like two blind chickens wandered into the field.
Further proof, if it were needed, that eyesight counts for nothing. We are professionals in our field.
Uh-huh.
Да прям
Hitting the
такие
old
профили.
junk ball?
Battering
Profiling.
smartasses.
Oh.
Don't worry, he hasn't completed his training yet. That's why he's using the training bag.
Ну, это
Training
коза.
bag. That looks to me more like a Drexican pinata.
Ну, да, там
Typical
пинята
psychic
еще,
person. It's not always
так
about
коза
how things
уже.
look.
But rather than it rains candy.
No, but that doesn't hurt, right?
Кстати, мне вот интересно, куда пинета-то в итоге делать?
Strike.
What's going on?
Да ты козу
mucous
ударил.
membranes are swelling up. Oh, anaphylactic shock. It's my goat's hair allergy.
Ну иди сдохни в канаве какой-нибудь, чувак.
Bravo! You finally hit something dead
Браво,
on.
да,
My sense of humor.
браво. Белиссимо. Правда, я не помню, что это слово означает. Так, нам нужно еще... Давай с ним побесим.
And are you coming along?
Well, I can't see the sense in that.
Was that a yes or a no?
Понятно.
Uh-huh. Someone was chewing gum in my class and didn't give me any except for the fresh box lunch. It's gonna rain homework. Everything's back to normal, normal being a relative term.
Ну да, ну да. Понятие-то одно относительное. Так, жвачка и пепельница.
I don't know much about the production of nicotine gum, but I have chewing gum, and that contains nicotine.
Никотин.
Should work, right?
Никотин. Я просто вспомнил песню одну из «Паника» за диско «Никотин».
Chewing gum? Oh boy! I've just realized that I've got the munchies. Wait, I'll just put my toothy pegs back in.
Бля, ставлю слезы. Бля, ну тебе сколько лет? Мне вот интересно.
Fantastic. Oh, yummy.
Ну похуй, короче. А самое важное... Это ща крем вроде намазюкать.
Never lose those spectacular spectacles again.
А мы еще с вами
Courtesy
сыр
of
не
Rufus's
получили с козы.
patented sticky specs.
Так, очечки. Ой, стеклышки, точнее.
Ta-da! I present to you the 4D glasses. Makes potential time
4D
portals visible
glasses.
and raises cinema admission prices by the power of 2.
Ага, шикарно. Шли бы, брат... Не, коза. Нам коза нужна.
Hey, stay away from our junk
Иди
ball training
нахер.
bag.
I already told you that's a goat.
Это
Where do you think the
коза,
bleeding comes from?
дикая
From my
коза.
wife, of course. She's always bleeding on at me, claiming that my sports things
Хочешь
are
сказать,
actually
ты женат на
animals,
козе?
nuns, or the neighbor's children. But how, pray tell, would a goat manage to get down here to the underwater
Запросто. Но вон
palace?
наверху флаги жрала.
Okay, suppose that it isn't a goat. Can I still milk it?
Of course, help yourself. But be careful, sometimes they bite.
Реально подумал, что это его жена. Так, нам нужно сыр положить сюда.
Who can tell me why it's a good idea to put feta cheese into the tank?
You probably built some 4D glasses and realized the cheese
Блин, а
emits
что, очки сначала
tachyons,
надо
right?
было одеть?
False.
Then it was a trick question, because it is not a good idea at all.
Correct answer.
Ну так
Who
положи.
can tell me what you...
Then it was
Correct.
Так, понятно, подожди.
Ta-da! Makes...
Надеваем очки,
Who can
потом
tell me
сыр
what this is?
положим.
Are those supposed to be 4D glasses?
It
А
is
хули
a set of
нет-то?
4D glasses.
Is that stained glass from a window?
Don't touch. That is a highly sensitive, scientific whatnot.
Опа! Смотрите, какой я
Some
модный.
kind of ring.
Oh, I know. That must
I
be a
know.
place where the dimension membrane between here and interim time is especially thin.
Not thinner than your derivation, nerdo. Exactly, Hildy. It's in the middle of the machine.
Oh, good. Then we don't need to calibrate it at all.
Калибровка.
Fortune has changed sides. Now the idiots are completely screwed. Who can tell me why it's a good idea to put feta cheese into the tank?
You probably built some 4D glasses and realized that the cheese emits tachyons, right?
And now, the follow-up question. What color are tachyons?
She means pink.
Then it is proven. Feta cheese emits tachyons.
Охуенное доказательство. Ну давайте хули. Надо полный бак, по-моему.
There! The portal is
А,
open.
я понял почему.
Maybe there isn't enough pressure on the tachyon jet.
10 раз надо было
More
сболтать
pressure.
эту хуйню.
No problem. I'm a professional when it comes
Я
to
долбоёб,
generating
извините.
pressure.
Я только сейчас понял. И еще раз. Да? Вот, да. Все, теперь у нас все получится. А я-то думаю, почему я не могу перейти? А что я
There
сделала?
was another potential portal.
А я
hidden under
что-то
the carpet.
забыл, что
What are
там
we gonna
5
do
раз надо
now?
было сболтать.
Yeah,
Я
but
тогда
who
3
knows
раза
what's gonna
сделал.
Nothing
О,
ventured,
Макроникл пришел.
nothing gained.
happen. A chronicle!
Hurrah! The tachyons must have spread out in the near vicinity of the portal. There's a relatively
Да ты что,
high
серьезно?
probability that they have opened up portals at Kubat.
And how high is her?
Haven't a clue.
Очень большая.
And that's good.
Relative. It's the only chance that we're going to get. And also, what more than we really deserve.
Speaking of which, I still have to pick Gola.
That means the leap into the unknown without any guarantee of being able to return has got
Да,
to be way
да,
No, I'd
верно.
rather go get her right away.
Но это тоже верно, что ее сразу лучше забрать. Так, базарим с гол.
Goal! We did it! The guys and I have opened a time portal!
Wow, well done.
Don't be like that. I told you, I'll make it right again.
And I told you, go away.
Oh, come
Я
on,
тоже могу сказать,
Goal.
пойди нахуй.
Take off the hat and...
Hey, hands off!
Аля, блядь.
I do understand where you're coming from. After all, that palaver with the platypus puppet theatre wasn't exactly subtle, was it?
Puppet theater? Oh, that yes, that was intentional.
But look at them. They're both trapped, without any hope. I'll never be able to escape my hamster wheel.
Прямо как вы.
Wait, you think you're the platypus in the hamster wheel?
Of course. That one is clearly female. Look at
Нет,
her.
это не самочка.
Huh. I knew it! There is hope!
Right, it is the male.
At least she's now free.
Yes. Wow. Look how happy she is.
She'll recover. On the other hand, one shouldn't
Ой,
overuse
блядь.
metaphors.
Так, поднимаю фото.
What's this?
Hey, give it back!
Сейчас должна быть касцена.
When did you do that?
While you were gadding about the fairground. What about it?
Ха, сучара, блядь. А, хотела такой мадамой притвориться. Сама такая. Ой, блин. Зараза.
And you got past the Novomat with that?
Well, someone had to make sure that things could carry on.
But then why are you so angry? Because we're not together in the photo?
No, because we are. An illusion. A snapshot giving the wrong picture. Or do you think that at the end of the day we'll be sticking that picture into our photo album? Everything here is going to have to
Да ну
end
в
up being
смысле? Всё
undone and
нормально же
reversed,
было.
so that we can save the world, so that there will be no Fulocks on Elysium. That's how it has to be, right?
No, it isn't.
Then tell me one thing that will still remain of our adventures. If you can do that, then I'm happy to come.
Ha, easy. In
No,
the
no,
end,
no, no.
there's always one thing that remains. There, look at that.
Pitch crab?
Oh,
А это что,
Это
дети их
вот.
уже? Нихуя себе. Опа.
what the?
What
What now?
the fuck?
That looks like that interim we crossed in the time pod. But where did this city come from? And where are Goal and McChronicle? They jumped through the portal right before I did.
Где-то в другом месте.
Hey, you! Fulock!
Это не Чморлок, это ты Чморлок.
A local. Can you tell me where I've landed?
In my turnip patch!
Wait a minute. Don't I know you? You're Glandula, the romantic ninja. Just old
I
and
need a
ugly.
romantic.
How is that possible?
Are you trying to talk your head off?
Don't you mean, am I trying to talk your ear off?
Not if I got my gun pointed
Ты
right.
что?
Oh,
А еще
One
льси.
step closer and I'll blow your turnip out.
but
Ну да,
Glandy,
воистину
it's me,
деревенщина.
Professor Rufus. Doesn't that ring a bell?
Professor Rufus? Yeah, that's it. He was the guy who's the thug for all of this. Just junk crabs and bites for years on end. What about him?
I killed him.
Well done. Now get out of my yard.
All right.
Пиздец какой-то, деревенщина, действительно. Вот это говна. О, утконосик.
Are you lost, stranger?
No, I have a photographic sense of direction and always know
Часы как-то,
exactly where
конечно,
I
по
am.
ёбнутому ходят.
It's just the when has been a little confusing lately.
When doesn't mean a thing round here. You're in interim time, a space alongside the past, present.
And future, I know.
I was gonna say perishable food. We don't have anything like a future here. Rumor has it there used to be one. The portal building authorities are digging
Подождите, хотите
around
сказать,
looking
что
within the
здесь время идет
foundations
очень
of
быстро?
interim time. But if you ask me, it's just newfangled nonsense.
No future.
Two other newcomers passed by here earlier. They asked about the future too. Friends of yours, perhaps?
Impossible.
мои,
They were
мои.
just with me.
Maybe out there. Here in interim time, the clocks tick a little different.
I see they have a few more hands, too.
Well, welcome to Paradox City. My name's Rocco McChronicle. If you've got any questions, I'll be happy to help you,
Rufus.
And actually, I do have a couple. Rocco Mc... What the hell did you say?
Ты
Are
Макхроникл?
you Rocco McChronicle? The father of Dean Angus McChronicle Sr.? And therefore our McChronicle's grandfather?
You must have confused me with someone else. I
Это
don't
еще
have
не
a son.
случилось.
If I did, I'm sure he wouldn't have become a dean. After all, I'm running a family business here.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it. The last thing I need now is to accidentally prevent McChronicle's birth.
А ты видел
You
моих
see my friends?
друзей?
A sexy chick accompanied by a clever, handsome guy.
Not really. We were separated.
Well, two strangers certainly passed by earlier on. They met the old hermit. It looked as though they knew each other. They headed off to her farm. Turn left at the town hall
Да,
and then
да,
continue up
да,
that way.
знаю. Знаю, кто это, но не буду пока говорить. А где
Where
я,
the
черт
hell am I?
You're
возьми?
in Paradox City.
Это уже
the
понял.
city between times.
Aren't we always between times?
Excuse me?
You know, present and future.
Yes, I suppose.
Ну, настоящий это
Although here we're
называется.
not so much between the future. That doesn't exist here.
Ну ладно. Ну хотя, ладно,
I
мне срочно нужно
urgently
попасть в
need
клад.
to get to Kuvak.
Doesn't ring any bells.
В
Is it
смысле?
beyond interim time?
Of course.
Then you'd better be off asking the guys from the portal building authorities. They map the portals and know where each one leads.
Hey, That's the time pod.
That there, that's been there since before I arrived. My father was going to repair it. That's why he founded the garage. Apparently it stopped being so important at some point. Like everything here.
Ну, не знаю. Ладно, давай спросим,
What does
почему
that
нет
mean?
будущего.
You have no future.
That's what I said. If that's what you're interested in, then ask the people at the Portal Building Authorities. They're always talking about the future, and they're trying to dig one up from the junk beneath the city. Absolute madmen, if you ask me. We've never had a future here, and we've managed quite happily without it so far, thank
Подожди, а
you very
как вы живете
much.
тогда? Вы что, заново возрождаетесь?
No, you obviously
Или
cannot help
чё?
it.
Или вы все равно
I'm sorry,
подыхаете?
buddy.
Я не понимаю немного. Окей, давайте сюда зайдем. Этот чувак какой-то знакомый. Винс. Бля, он какой-то знакомый, ладно. Скиталец.
Boo!
Кек.
Oh no.
А вот эти вот
The fuel
похожи
suit.
же. Вот
I'm
этот
gonna
молодой
get fired for
скиталец.
Sure. My whole future depends on this job.
I thought there was no future here.
There is for me. My future self is sitting over there in the corner.
Mm.
He says that if I don't try a lot harder, I'll never be as successful as, well, me. He said I've got to save, work hard, and sign up to a pension plan. Otherwise, I'll never
такой
drive a
злобный
sleek
пиздец.
instant change 5. And then, well, it would all be for nothing.
Why don't you just make a new suit?
I can't. We've run out of fuel-lock ribs. Oh, man.
Чморлоков, вы
disaster.
здесь жрете чморлоков, туалет.
Occupied.
You plan on being
понятно.
done in the crapper anytime soon?
Don't rush me. I suffer from severe temporal constipation.
Что-то знакомое.
Temporal constipation? Not perhaps temporal diarrhea?
No, I'm over that. But how the crap?
Surprise, surprise, huh? I recognized your voice. You're the time crapper.
А,
The
он был в
temporal
третьей
toilet
части уже
tourist,
вроде.
who apparently has made it his mission to clog every toilet in the entire multiverse.
End times person? Is that you?
Да, это
But-
я.
I've only just met you. You gave me this wonderful toilet paper.
Да,
The
да,
money
да,
from
это
Cletus's
и-
suitcase. I remember. But that was my other adventure, a version of the future which no longer exists. As if a huge plug were clogging everything up.
Oh, tell me about it.
Да, да,
Oh,
да, это из
Everything was
третьей.
flowing just fine. Now it's come to a standstill.
Exactly. But I'll get things back up and running.
Да,
Oh,
конечно.
that would be great.
Так, да, старший
Is that your
скиталец.
ride out there?
Why? Have I blocked you in?
No, don't worry.
Shame. So why are you asking?
Well, you left the lights on. If you give me the key, then...
Huh. Nice try. Not only does the instant change coupe make time travel possible without that bothersome time branch,
Какую
it also
херню?
has the automatically adjusting headlights since the 5 series.
That's a nice device. No two ways about it.
Every time traveler's dream. For a long
Хули ты
time,
тут
I
делаешь
thought
тогда?
I'd never be able to afford more than the 2 series, the so-called buttered churn, but I was ambitious. I wanted the 5 series more than
Я тоже
anything
много о чем
else.
отчаянно
I've
мечтаю.
slogged and slaved, shed blood, sweat, and tears, scrimped and saved again. And now that I've got there, the only thing that still gives me any joy is pushing around other people who don't slave away as hard as I did back then. For example, my former self, that lazy slacker. He should have served me a bowl of delicious Fulok soup ages ago. But do you see any delicious Fulok soup around here, huh? I
Это
don't.
ненадолго,
If
я
he
тебе потом
doesn't
унижу,
start
сука
moving my
такая.
ass soon, I could be to a real ass chewing.
Ничего, ничего, мы ему потом пизды дадим. Унгх какой-то.
That time traveler apparently comes from a completely different ethnic background. This is
Но он
where my
забавно
respect
выглядит.
for foreign cultures and
Интеллигентный
my
такой.
diplomatic tact come into play.
Ooga, ooga.
Good day, sir. I don't believe I've had the pleasure. May I
Нихуя
introduce
себе, он нормально
myself? My
разговаривает.
name is Ung.
Hello.
You understand what I say?
But of course, communication is one of the most important attributes for the profession in which I work. I'm a trader, and it would be a true conviviality to engage in business. I then bring medicinal herbs for a healthy intestinal flora, in exchange for vintage art from the Neolithic period.
I give stone. You
Пердёжную
give
кашу.
fart mash.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Пердёжная, блядь, каша, сука.
Peanuts. Tasty.
You eaten Mikey?
Нихуя себе не
Oh
разговариваю.
no, I thought you were peanuts.
Don't worry. Mikey was an ass anyway.
Он все равно был родом.
Sapient peanuts from another time. Delicious and clever.
What do you know? Can I maybe take you along anyway? The way things are going here, I'll probably have to make you into peanut butter.
No, to be honest with you, we wouldn't like that.
Почему?
Speak! Maybe he's got a good reason.
A good reason to turn us into peanut butter? Oh yeah, true. He hasn't given us one yet. Yeah, why does he want to do that?
Во имя любви.
Wow, now that's what I call a proper answer. Oh, we'd be happy to sacrifice ourselves for love.
Yippee! Me first!
About one more
Так
question.
быстро?
How exactly does it help love if we're made into peanut butter? Oh yeah,
I'd like to know that too.
let him speak.
Блин, ладно, потом как-нибудь. Но запомните, во имя любви это правильный ответ. Но, видать, надо будет потом найти что-то такое. Винс?
Do you own one of the time machines out there?
But of course, my young friend. I call it the retardis.
Что это они так поржали?
Because they have no idea. The retardis is a jewel in the crown of time travel technology.
Нихуя себе не ржут.
Mr. Vincent is neglecting to tell you that his antediluvian vehicle cannot undertake genuine time travel.
В смысле,
Only
а что это значит?
deterministic time travel.
You can't change the past with it. You're stuck there until you've recreated the condition of the timeline at the point of departure.
Huh? Don't listen to them. A trip in the retardis is always worth it. If you like, I can take you on a little spin.
Не, спасибо.
All I need
Не-не-не-не.
is a portal map with precise space-time coordinates on it. Just ask the lads at the portal building authorities.
We're
Я
out
уже
of
не
true
особо
love
хочу.
soup. We've got toast and milk. And I'm also available on the cheap. My name's Rita. Are you single?
No. Yes. It's complicated.
Don't waste my
Ну, я тоже
time.
продаюсь,
I'm almost
блядь,
40 and
недорого.
I'm a waitress in the city with no future. Do you really think I'm interested in listening to you moaning on?
Well, you asked. I just wanted to...
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Do you hear that? That's my biological clock. Order something, propose to me, or move over for the next in line.
Ну,
One
давайте.
order of toast and
Ну, нам
milk,
деньги
please.
нужны были.
Got any money?
Nope.
Then your girlfriend must be blind.
Блять.
I
Ладно,
think I'll
думаю, я
pass.
пас. Не
I
хочу
hear that
насчет
quite
машины
often.
времени
I really
рассказать,
should
потому что мне кажется, она
unsubscribe from
здесь
that
живет
dating
просто.
platform.
Сайты знакомств, здесь есть сайт знакомств. Так, машина времени раз.
You can't... Ugh. Nope. People these days just don't trust one another anymore.
Машина времени
You
два.
can't... Ugh. Nope. People these days just don't trust one another anymore.
Так. Давайте сюда. Ага. Ну, здесь нам ничего пока не светит. Пойдем обратно. Сюда?
Oh.
О, махроник.
Howdy, Rufus.
You wouldn't believe who I met in the city.
My granddad. I know. He didn't recognize me.
No wonder. To him, you're not even born yet.
I guess I never will be. Even the slightest intervention
Так
changed
ты
the
ж не
timeline.
исчез,
In
еще
all
все
probability,
нормально.
we prevented the birth of my father already.
Hogwash. I've seen everything possible and impossible in the last while, but nothing even remotely resembling a timeline. The whole thing is more like a fuzzy, knotted time scheme than anything else.
It's okay, Rufus. I'm doing just fine. Isn't it incredibly interesting?
Не сказала бы.
Very
Вон там
picturesque,
грязь
but we have to
падает
get a move
какая-то.
on. Don't you remember? Where's gold?
In the farmhouse, but there's no reason to hurry. Here in interim time.
The clocks run differently, I already know. Still, no reason to take our foot off the gas. One of these portals must lead to Kuvak. We used it earlier ourselves.
Yeah, it's that one there.
That one? I actually expected a few mind-bending puzzles first.
Да
but
хрен там
so
было.
much the better. Wait here. I'll go get gold, and then we can go get our future back.
Так, нам на ферму. Давайте сначала заберем здесь все, что можно, а потом пойдем туда. А, ну, в принципе, это все. Лишь туда пойти.
Now I just...
Понятно.
Hey, Goal? No time for coffee. Time to move. Wait a second. Am I counting right? Your goal? I mean, your goal, too.
And you are almost as perceptive as when I left you, Rufus, savior of the world, suicidal time traveler.
Самоубийца,
You
блядь.
forgot butt model. But how can that be? What are you doing here? Which goal are you?
She's the goal that you rescued from the future.
Yeah, and in return, she left me and Mac on Elysium, stole the time machine, and whoosh! That was the thanks we got.
I've not got such a talent for dramatic endings as you.
And you didn't get far either.
Yes. Perhaps I was a bit too quick off the mark there. When I arrived in interim time, there was no future anymore. The tunnel had simply come to an end, and the autopilot was steering me directly at it. I had to crash land and was stranded. For us, only a few hours have passed. For her, it's been a
Быстро
lifetime.
как-то.
Why didn't you use one of the portals?
The portals only opened much later. At first, they were all out of reach. Then the Deponians started to throw their trash into interim time. The time travelers also started arriving from all sorts of pasts. Most were stranded here like me. We built Paradox City from the trash.
Ну, короче,
We
это второй
tried to
кулак,
reach the
считаете.
portals, but none of them led to the right time. Then, when the first children were born, we realized that we had built ourselves a new home.
But now I'm here. So come on.
Это что было?
What was that? An earthquake?
We've only had one of those once before. The time when the portals opened.
Yeah.
Ой,
never
только
a
не
dull
говорите, что
moment
они
around here.
закрылись.
Don't run off. I'm gonna go have a look.
Блядь. Серьезно.
Come on.
О, вот
Where's
жиза,
the portal
Руфус.
to Kuvak? And the others? All gone.
I think I have an explanation. When the tachyons poured into the open portal unchecked just now in the lab, we didn't only open the one portal, but also all the surrounding ones too. Portals leading to completely different places in time. As time passes much faster in here, they were open for years. A whole city was built whilst you fetched gold from the university. Shortly after you stepped through the portal, the anomaly closed behind you. In the lab, this was a blink of the eye. Here, countless minutes.
You mean this city only exists because we opened the portal earlier?
Really makes you think, eh?
Yeah. Like, for example, how do we get out of here now that the portals are closed?
О,
I
вот
was
это
thinking
да,
more
да.
of the moral implication. Well, what will happen to the people here if we restore the old timeline?
Да ничего с ним не
Are we
будет, всё
even
нормально.
allowed to do that?
I can't see any signs.
I noticed that too. You should get it looked at.
С кем проконсультироваться? Я не успел дочитать.
Amazingly, there was still a bit of antidote left. Uh-huh.
You girls having a good talk?
I'm just telling Goal about your stamp cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Какую
I shouldn't
пушку?
have used so much cheese.
Щеточка. Утконос. О, скульптура.
Can I take that?
No, it's not finished yet.
I could finish it.
And just how are you going to finish it?
I can finish anything.
You're going to finish me off one of these days. Are you finished yet? Yes.
No,
Oh, we'll just take it then.
I will.
On your marks, go.
And finished.
Okay, what just happened here?
Вот да, кстати. Что это было?
The portals have closed.
I'm sure you'll think of something.
I already thought of something.
No, you are not going to get a jet.
Aw, man.
Она так его хорошо знает.
Are you telling her about our adventures?
Your reappearance has brought back a lot of memories. I'd almost forgotten how awesome we were back then. Awesome! Totally awful would probably be more accurate.
Full of awe. I like that.
In a nutshell,
Еще одна.
Are you telling her about...
I
The
Nice,
portals
teacher.
have closed. I have to try to open them again. Are you coming along?
can't it wait? I'm having a conversation right now.
Of course. You can just sit here all day long talking to yourself.
You do that all the time too.
Actually, he's the one who talks all the time. I just listen.
Чё? Кто? Внезапно. Так, Рокко.
Hey, Rocco.
Howdy, Rufus.
Так, мне нужно попасть
I
в
have to get
капсулу
to the
времени.
time pod.
No can do. It's a bit of a
Кстати, вон
pain in
моя
the-
машина.
Nonsense. It belongs to the old goal.
Belonged to. She left it to my father.
But that's...
Ёпта.
You won't be able to argue with my granddad, Rufus.
О, а чё это башка Макроникл тут делает?
Wait a minute. What are you doing here?
I'm a mysterious voice from your memory.
Нифига себе.
Since when?
Don't you like it?
Меня очень
Sure,
не
it's
особо.
pretty cool.
Who are you talking
Сам
to?
собой.
Quiet back there. Got a tip on how to get past him?
Not really. He was the most stubborn human being that I've ever known.
Да оно и видно, и тупым,
That's
видимо.
not a lot of help.
You are right. Sorry.
Sorry.
Now I feel slightly silly.
Да иди уже.
Farewell.
Да, давай, шуруй. Ну,
Are you all right?
Huh? Why?
Oh, nothing. What was your question again?
Can
Может,
you
что-нибудь
repair the
портала?
portals?
Worrying, isn't it? But there's nothing that can be done about it. Portals have neither a motor nor any other mechanical components.
No. Then it's all up to me again. Are there any goats in Paradox City?
Not that I know of, and I'm sure you'll
No.
find something better to sweeten the time until the portals open up
Мне
again, you
кажется, мы
rotter.
каким-то образом проникнем в лабораторию, спиздим сыр фета и вернемся. Так,
No, you obviously cannot help me.
I'm sorry, bud.
да. Ладно, ребят, давайте с вами на этом закончим. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайк. Увидимся с вами в следующей серии.